Goodness gracious me, oh my. All right. Hello, knockouts. Tonya Tko here, and I'm casting in live right now in the middle of the night because I just received some disturbing news that I wanted to report to you all. So, thank you to the young lady who came over to my community tab and told me about this pact that was alleged to have been going on in the process. So, I'm going to play the police tape for you all. I heard something on the police tape that was very disturbing. So I want you to just help me understand what it is that I'm hearing. All right. So as soon as a few more people come in, I'm going to play the police tape for you all. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. And then I'm going to open up the phone lines for you to call and let me know what are some of the things that are on your mind. All right. So so this is so Curly is saying it was a fake call. Good. Hello, everyone. Hello. Come on in. Okay. So I'm going to play this for you all right now. Darn it. I don't have my microphone in. So let me know if you can hear me well. Okay. Yeah, you know what the word is that it's not true, but I want you all to listen to the tape with me because I heard something that I found a little bit disturbing. All right, so listen and let me know if you hear what it is that I hear. Okay, so you hear me clearly? Okay, so here I'm gonna play it for you all. Thumbs up the video, thumbs up the video. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Can you hear this?
And I also need a supervisor, I guess, for threatening suicide. Trump Tower, a call is coming in from the National Traffic Hotline. We got an anonymous call from a says that Arcel, Clearly, and four of the women who are victims of R. Kelly are planning to carry out a suicide pact in one of the condos at Trump Tower. A caller didn't specify when or how this would transpire, didn't give an address or condo unit. That's all I have for you, 1833. Sir, did you copy the transmission? 33 is responding over to Trump Tower for threatening suicide from the National Human Traffic Hotline. Anonymous caller called it in. I dropped it on the box. Take a look at the remarks. Okay, we'll squad, but I'm also going to write on 34 shot first, see if I have a possible DOA. 1830, I have you going with 32. It's coming your way. 1850, I have 1833 responding to Trump Tower for threatening suicide. I just dropped it on the box for you. Thank you.
Okay, so there's a part that I'm going to play, the part that really struck me hard is he said it sounds like he says we have a possible DOA. That's the part. Okay, so some of you heard it too. So I'm going to play that again. All right, I'm going to play that part again and listen with me, okay?
I dropped it on the box. Take a look at the remarks.
Listen.
Okay, we'll squad, but I'm also going to write on 34 shots first, see if I have a possible DOA. 1830.
Okay. So there are some people who are saying that this was a false alarm. There's some people who are saying that it's a hoax. That the person who called it in was not oh gosh, I'm sorry. So DOA stands for dead on arrival, which is really concerning to me because goodness knows what's going on behind the scenes. I've tried to get in contact with my connections behind the scenes, but everybody is in a flurry. I haven't been able to get anyone on the phone to confirm or deny what's going on with what it is that we don't know. So this did happen tonight, a few hours ago. I've been working on trying to get confirmation about whether or not it's true, whether or not it's not true, but I wanted to let you all know what is going on out there. So the officer did say that there was a possible DOA. I'm praying that maybe he had another call that and on that other call it was a DOA. I'm praying that maybe he was going to respond to see if there was a DOA over there, but I'm not sure why he would say DOA on this line. So I'm befuddled right now because when a person is under the influence of control, of mental control, or the mental control of someone else, who knows what could be going on behind the scenes. There are many people who are like, oh, we they kind of felt like R. Kelly was a suicide risk or whatnot, right? So I don't know. So you know what? If you want to call and talk to me right now and tell me what your thoughts are, the telephone number is, can someone type this inside the room so that it can be in the room so that you all can get it. So the telephone number is, let me turn on my hold on. Let me get my all right. Yeah, so we're talking about R. Kelly. The police received the phone call, and I'll play the phone call for you all again a little bit later in the broadcast. I'm going to take some live phone calls right now just to find out what's on you all's mind, how you feel, what have you heard, if this is not the most updated information. So for those of you who are just joining, the police burst into the condo over there at in Trump Towers because they received a telephone call about a suicide pact that was in the process of happening. They were saying that Azriel Cleary and four other young ladies were going to commit a mass suicide this evening. So the telephone number is 323-488-3149, and you can call in and speak with me live right now. So that number is, I'll show it to you. 323-488-3149. Okay? All right. So, yes, that's the telephone number. So, I'm going to open up my browser for you to call in. If you are ready, let me open it up right now. Give me 1 second. I'm just stunned right now. I'm just stunned. Okay. All right, so the lines are open right now, so you can go ahead and call. So it's 323-488-3149. I am taking live calls if there's anybody out there who has more updated information. So this is the first phone call. You're on the air live with Tonya. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And the call got dropped. So the lines are open. Oh, you know what? Doggone it. I forgot I have to plug in my microphone. Otherwise, you can't hear me. Hold on. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second because it's coming through my computer. So let me, all right. So you know what? Go ahead and try that again. Try the phone call again. Um, so you could go ahead and try that phone call again. Let me see if the microphone is all set up right now. So it should be. So I'm going to take the first person who calls in. Who has more updated information than I do right now? Thank you for calling. You're live on the air with Tonya.
Hi, Tonya. This is Kelly Rose. Hey, Knockout.
Hey, you
Um,
said your name is, tell me your name again and where you're calling from.
Kelly Rose from Minnesota.
Hi, Kelly. You said Kelly, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Kelly,
Um,
okay, talk to us about what you've heard, about your feelings about this. Talk to me.
I am not surprised to hear this. I mean, it's very sad, but I had a conversation with a few friends this week, and it was just so crazy that this has been said for the last couple of weeks that this has been happening, that something like this might occur. And it just makes me nervous right now to see these young women brainwashed like this to a point where God knows what could be all over the news tomorrow. I am just very afraid for my daughters that are this age and that are being approached by older men daily. It is
Yeah.
becoming a whole topic with me and my friends. It's like men in our age group are wanting our daughters, are making them afraid to even go outside. I am just shook up right now, to be honest. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you
I
know
just
what?
feel so
Listen, I totally feel you. I speak to my niece almost every day on the phone.
yes,
When she's walking home from school, you know, she calls me to have somebody on the phone with her. And while I'm on the phone with her, there are grown men who are approaching her, and she's a
yes,
teenager. And you know, this is so problematic, and this is something that needs awareness. It needs awareness, and it's frightening out here. And the saddest part
yes,
of
it
it is
is.
that sometimes it takes for men to have daughters of their own for them to be like, oh,
Mhm.
let me straighten up now. But
Right.
yeah. So you know what? Thank you so much for calling in.
Yes,
Let's hope that situations like this open up the dialogue so that we can have a change in our society, because if we're going to elevate as a people, it's going to take all of us doing our part. All right? So thank you so much
yes,
for calling
yes, it is.
in.
Yes, thank you for keeping it real with real topics. Good night. Thank
All
you.
right. You have a great night.
All right. Bye.
All right. So the lines are open now if you want to call in. We're going to call in right now. So you're on the air live with Tonya. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Mikey. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Say your name again. I didn't hear you.
My name is Mikey, and I'm calling from Atlanta,
Okay.
Georgia.
Hi, Taiki. So talk to
Yeah.
us. What's on your mind in regards to this R. Kelly situation and this alleged suicide pact and all of this?
Well, honestly, I just want to first off start off by saying I watch you all the time. I love your show. I became a fan during the whole the girl, just raping in Atlanta, the club I always go to. But my thing with the R. Kelly situation, I really feel like it's just getting out of control. My thing is like social media. Like I really feel like it's just building this up to just be something that it doesn't have to be. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to parents going back and forth with the kids and the kids, and then the whole R. Kelly thing, like just let him have his day in court. You know what I'm saying? Like clearly the public is off and he's guilty. We all feel like he's guilty, but at the same time I feel like, just let them do the courts do what they have to do as far as, you know, what they need to do. I mean, they know what they need to do, and it's a different time. I think social media has helped a lot, as far as exposing the truth from so many years ago to now, current things with them. So, I mean, he's reached his time. So, I'm not really too sure what the whole 911 phone call or suicidal thing, but that's absolutely crazy. I honestly feel like with this being such a big case and a big celebrity, and with making threats like he did on the interview, I feel like he should be under suicide watch anyway. But that's just
You
my
know what?
own.
I thought I saw the whole interview, but it seems like I must have missed a part of it because I didn't hear him make a threat on his life.
But I don't think that he had made an actual threat. And I didn't watch the whole interview. I was just reading off the comments. I was watching a lot of the main clips that they were showing, and I remember him saying something like, I think he had said something like, "This type of stuff makes people kill themselves" or something like that.
Oh, I didn't
I don't
see
think he
that.
got. I haven't been
But
on the
you know
show
what? But
myself. So I don't.
Taiki, you were saying that you feel like that social media has gotten out of control. And it sounds like you were saying that people on social media just need to leave it alone and let the courts do their due diligence. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, pretty much because I feel like sometimes social media, especially um like after the documentary came out, I feel like social media had a very big part in playing, you know, I mean, we don't really know what goes on behind closed doors. We know all these people are saying some of it is being very legit, and there's a lot of witnesses to some things. But you have to think nowadays, social media clout chase. There's so many different people coming. It's like it's so hard to believe
Okay, I got what you're
everything.
saying. I got what you're saying. All right.
You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
thank
But
you.
I
Yeah,
mean, we
thank
all know
you.
that. We all know that. The videos and from years ago with Pen and all of this other stuff. So it's like, I mean, we know what it is, but I feel like clout chasers and stuff at this point with the whole social media thing. People just lying and stuff like that. Not
Yeah.
not the main ones out like on the interviews and stuff like that, but now it's like all these other people coming
Well,
out
you know
like
what? That's a
crazy.
good point. So, Taiki, thank you so much for calling in and thanks for your love, support, views, and comments. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you so much. I love this show.
All right, thank you. All right. So if you're there are 228 people inside the room right now. There's some people who are asking what's going on. I'm going to play the audio for the people. If you're just getting in, there was an alleged there was a phone call made into 911 where they were saying that Azriel Clary and four other young ladies were in the process of enacting out a suicide pact. So I'm going to press play on this recording. And so here.
33, I need you off the beat. And I also need a supervisor, I guess, for threatening suicide. Trump Tower. A call is coming in from the National Traffic Hotline. Got an anonymous call from a says that Arzel Clearly and four of the women who are victims of R. Kelly are planning to carry out a suicide pact in one of the condos at Trump Tower. A caller didn't specify when or how this would transpire, didn't give an address or condo unit. That's all I have for you, 1833. Sorry, did you copy the transmission? 33 is responding over to Trump Tower for threatening suicide from the National Human Traffic Hotline.
Listen,
Anonymous caller called it in. I dropped it on the box. Take a look at the remarks.
listen,
Okay,
listen.
I'm also going to write up a report shots to see if I have a possible DOA. 1830, I have vehicle on with 32. It's coming your way. 1850, I have 1833 responding to Trump Tower for threatening suicide. I just dropped it on the box for you. Thank you.
Hello?
Okay, so yeah, hold on for just a moment, caller. So part of the reason that I'm doing this video is because I wanted you all to hear and then find out what it is that you all know, because there was a part in there where the officer says we have a possible DOA. And when he said that, my ears perked up and I'm like, oh my goodness, why is he saying that? People are saying that it was a false alarm. Other people are saying that they just don't know. So caller, you're on the air. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Mike from Georgia. Okay, so R. Kelly called the police and said he was going to commit suicide. You heard his voice.
No, I just played for you what it is that we have, and this is the
So,
most updated information that I have.
so who called in exactly? Was the one of the girlfriends?
Are you are did you just hear the recording?
No, I didn't. Not really, because people are saying that he called, and I heard a recording earlier, but I didn't hear his voice. So I was wondering why people are running with the story if they didn't hear him say these things.
Well, when it comes to suicide, when it comes to attempted murder or loss of life, they take the calls very seriously.
But you didn't hear R. Kelly's voice, so why are you saying that? Like, what does it have to do with R. Kelly if he didn't make the call? Hello?
Yeah, are you having a difficult time staying abreast of what it is that we're talking about right now?
Yeah, okay. People are
So why
saying
don't
that there
why don't
was
you
like
do
a
this?
suicide.
Why don't you do this?
Are you getting upset because you sound still?
Sit in the audience and have a listen. To listen so that you can understand what's going on. All right? So let's do that. So listen, so thank you. Thank you for calling in. Thank you everybody for calling in. And basically, I've played you all of the information that I have. An anonymous call came into the Chicago Police Department. I've played the dispatch for you all. They were saying that there was someone who called in claiming that they had knowledge of Azriel Clary and four other young ladies inside of the Trump Tower getting ready to engage in this suicide pact. So that is what we know. If there's anybody who has any other information, people are saying that it's false. I've tried to get verification from my sources behind the scenes. I've not been able to get anyone on the line. It's 10:34 here in California, which means it is 11:12, 1:30 on the East Coast. And I'm not exactly sure if Chicago is Central Time or Eastern Time, but this is as far as we know. So I just wanted you all to know what it is that I know. And then I guess when we wake up in the morning, we'll have further information to kind of figure out what is in fact going on. So Chicago is on Central Time. Is Chicago on Central or Eastern? Okay, so they're on Central Time. So it's 12:30 a.m. in Chicago. So this is all that I know. This is all that I know. The phone lines are open for you to call in. The telephone number is 323-488-3149, and you can call and express yourself about what it is that you feel about this whole R. Kelly situation. We are going to be broadcasting live for 8 more minutes, so we'll take one more phone call. I'll write the number out bigger. Somebody said they can't see it. I'll write it out larger for you. All right, let's see. So it is 323-488-3149. All right. So that's the number right there. Can you see it? 323-488-3149. And it is, if you can't call, you can also go to my Facebook page and leave a voice message on inside of the messenger, and I'll play the voice message for you. And I'll play the voice message while we're live on the air. So I've given you all the information that I know. Juliet Ann is saying Juliet Ann is saying Asriel is all over the place emotionally. We should not take this lightly. The type of person that R. Kelly is, he's not going to prison. He is not strong enough mentally. He will die first. So that's interesting. Thank you. Thank you for calling, caller. You're on the air. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Lisa. I'm calling from LA.
Hi, Lisa from LA.
Hi.
Hi. So what is your
I'm,
take on this whole thing?
I'm just wondering if, since Azrael had attempted suicide prior to that, and they discussed it in the documentary, and she lied about it, I'm just thinking that maybe someone called it in, and maybe it's not really so. Just another, um, just another way of how can I say it? Um, just another way of trying to I just get into the business, I guess. How I can say
Okay.
it.
So, you know what? I watched the documentary. You're talking about Surviving R. Kelly, correct? Because there was a documentary that aired
Right.
in England.
No,
Okay.
the one that they just did, the one that he just did, where he gave the interview, and then they had the girl on, and she was saying
Oh.
that she had tried to commit suicide, and she said it was because of her parents and the situation when it was documented that it was her behind her the breakup with her boyfriend. She had talked about the suicide. And then I'm just thinking maybe someone, because they said someone called, I guess, and gave a name, and it was anonymous. Well, they leaked it out. It was
Oh, I
anonymously.
see.
So I'm thinking maybe they're associated with that, and maybe someone's just calling it in because it was. I think they said it was out of state, not in the same area.
Got you, got
So
you,
I'm just
got you.
wondering if you know how they just feed off of off of something. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, you know what? Thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for calling in.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. So, you know what? I didn't see that part of the documentary where she said that she was even considering suicide. So perhaps somebody took that information and then ran with it, put in an anonymous phone call to Chicago PD, and then had them go out there because listen, anybody can make an anonymous phone call, especially if a person has already announced that they have, ideations for suicide, so all right, so that's good to know. There's so many different clips of the documentary that I haven't even seen all of the clips. I thought I had the whole entire piece, but there's still more pieces that are out there. And CBS is tearing down anybody's videos that are using any bits of the clip. So I'll play the recording for you all one more time, just so that you can know what it is that I know. What it is that we know so far is an anonymous person made a phone call into Chicago PD. It is being stated that this anonymous person was calling from out of state. They said that this was something that was going on in Trump Towers in one of the condos, but the person did not have the condo, did not have the number of the condo. They claimed that Azriel Cleary and four other young ladies were in the process of carrying out some suicide pact. So we're going to play the recording that I have, and then we're going to jump out of here. We have 4 more minutes left on the broadcast, and then I'll take one more phone call before we head off for the night. So if you're listening, it's about to start right now. Listen.
33, I need you off the beat. And I also need a supervisor, I guess, for threatening suicide. Trump Tower. A call is coming in from the National Traffic Hotline. Um, got an anonymous call from a says that Arzel Clearly and four of the women who are victims of R. Kelly are planning to carry out a suicide pact in one of the condos at Trump Tower. A caller didn't specify when or how this would transpire, didn't give an address or condo unit. That's all I have for you, 1833. Sir, you did you copy the transmission? 33 is responding over to Trump Tower for threatening suicide from the National Human Traffic Hotline. Anonymous caller called it in. I dropped it on the box. Take a look at the remarks. Okay, I will squad, but I'm also going to write out 34 shots first, see if I have a possible DOA. 1830, I have you going with 32. It's coming your way. 1850, I have 1833 responding to Trump Tower for threatening suicide. I just dropped it on the box for you. Thank you.
Okay. So that's as much information as I have. When all the smoke clears in the morning, we should have more information. But that is as much as I know that there was, and so if we listen to that again and again, so this is my third or fourth time listening to this, right? One of the things that I did notice is that the police, the dispatcher, she kind of sounds over it, doesn't she? She doesn't sound like she is, I don't know, she doesn't sound overly concerned. So she kind of sounds like she's over it. Am I the only person who picked up on that? She kind of sounds like she's going through some drudgery. So some of the things that I picked up on is that the person didn't even have the address for Trump Tower. Sounded as if they gave the name wrong. Arzel is what they were calling her. Her name is Azriel. Arzel Clear. They didn't even say her name right. So I'm thinking that this could be most likely some sort of hoax. No condo number, no address. Just basically saying that this that this is some sort of suicide pact going on with Arzel when her name is Azriel. And clearly, I think she said the last name. So I think that, but the thing that was concerning to me was when the police officer was like, the DOA part. That was the part that was concerning. However, with all of the information that's now coming in, I think it's pretty safe to say that for now, this is not proven to be a legitimate phone call. So I don't think that the girls are in any trouble right now. So listen, we're going to get out of here. Make sure that you thumbs up and like the video. Right now there are 300 people on the broadcast and 70 likes. So go ahead and like the video. You can close out the chat part, click like, you can share, you can comment below. There's some people that were wondering why it is that I decided to go live and talk about this when it has not been proven. And my thing is, I would rather come and give you all of the information than I have, that I have, than to not say anything while this is unfolding. So I thought that this was important enough to be able to bring it to you all if there is information that you all have that I don't have, because I'm getting ready to go ahead and go to bed now at this point. I feel confident enough that this is not a legitimate phone call, and that there may have been somebody who was playing games, and we're going to sleep well tonight. Tomorrow, we have a call set up with Joycelyn Savage's parents, their attorney. We're going to be talking with their attorney tomorrow, unless something crazy happens in the case and he has to cancel, because we were supposed to talk with him last week, and then that's when all of this stuff broke out in the news, and then we had to delay, until this week. So I'm hoping that nothing happens between now and tomorrow. And so we're going to be talking with him tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be talking with him at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Pacific. All right. So I will see you all tomorrow. Let's just keep our fingers crossed, send positive energy out there that not only is this false, but that there's no idea in their mind of even doing something like this. So you know what? That's so Brandy is saying R. Kelly has a song actually named Suicide. I just seen it when I looked up. You know what? When I went to look up about this case, I saw that song too, but I didn't click on it. But you know what? As a matter of fact, I should probably go and click on it now. Oh, and Violet is saying it was Jussie Smollett who called. You all are awful. You all are awful. All right, so listen, we're going to get out of here. Leave your comments below if you come to the video after I'm off. And if there's anything else that breaks during the middle of the night, you can always write it below. And we will go from there. Thumbs up and like the video. There's 250 people on here and 92 thumbs up. So you can close the chat area and thumbs up. You can come to my website, TonyaTko.com, and you can download a free copy of my Relax MP3, which is a hypnotherapeutic MP3 to assist you in relaxing. So if this video woke you up and you're feeling stressed or strained, or you're having a hard time going to sleep, or you just need more ability to relax, download your complimentary copy of my Relax Hypnotherapeutic MP3 and get yourself a good night's sleep tonight. And I will see you all in the morning. Thank you all so much for coming out. I really appreciate all of the information. I appreciate the phone calls. And I will see you all in the morning. Tonya TKO, and I'm out. Go out there and love one another, but most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is taking threats of suicide very seriously. Take it serious. I would rather you be wrong and show up than not, and something tragic happens. So and so this is just to educate you all before we get out of here. Whenever a person threatens suicide, one of the first things that you ask them is how they'll do it. And if they have an answer of how it is that now all suicide threats should be taken seriously. However, when the person knows how they'll do it, it means that they've already gone into planning mode. And this is when you need to take it extra seriously. And you may need to get some people intervened to assist you. But there is the National Suicide the National Suicide hotline number. I'll give it to you all in this video in case there's anybody out there who may need it right now. So it's the National Suicide let's say the National Suicide Hotline. And the telephone number is 1-800-273-8255. Again, 1-800-273-8255. And so that number is 1-800-273-TALK. All right? And so on that note, it looks like the video has frozen anyway, so we're going to get out of here. And I will see you all in the morning. Tonya TKO, and I'm out. Head over to TonyaTko.com and download your free copy of the Relax MP3.